All right, all right. Welcome back to No Filter MMA. This is your boy BJ back with another video short, guys. I wanted to give kind of my last thoughts on this fight. This fight's coming up. I think it's this week. So I want to give kind of my thoughts on this one and what each of these fighters can do to secure themselves a victory here. Like the kind of like a keys to victory type thing here. What I've been pondering in my head the last few days about what do they need to do? When it comes to Manon, I think that some of the things that Manon did wrong in the Valentina fight can really help her in this JASUDAVICIUS fight. And the reason I say that is because JASUDAVICIUS is not the same type of counter striker or has that same kind of stand-up IQ that Valentina has. You know what I'm saying? JASUDAVICIUS has a whole different fighter profile than Valentina Shevchenko. So some of the things that Manon was doing could work for her in this fight. When she came out in that first round against Valentina, trying to establish that jab, trying to establish that range, use that side kick, things like that she was doing. Those are tools that would be effective against somebody like JASUDAVICIUS. Like I said, JASUDAVICIUS is just not that same type of striker, that same type of fighter that Valentina is. So, some of those things that didn't work can work for Manon in this fight. A couple other things. Let me get back to let me elaborate on this point a little bit more. Jasmine's goal is going to be to close that distance. That's going to be Jazzy's thing. Like close that distance, get close to Manon, slow Manon down. You know what I'm saying? So I think that those rangier shots that Manon chooses to throw, that's really going to work. Like that lead check hook. You know what I'm saying? I hope that Valentina fight was really the first time we've really seen her like incorporate a jab like that. You know what I'm saying? We're not really incorporated, but used it as like that feeler, that finder, that range finder. I think that Manon will actually establish her range fairly quickly in this fight. So I really hope that she uses that, uses those long strikes to kind of keep Jazzy back, because I think it really could be effective for Manon in this fight. Manon is big and she does like to strike, but I don't want to see Manon taking a lot of pictures either. Like I want her to pick up the pace in this fight, you know what I'm saying, and be an active striker, because if Manon can catch somebody, you know what I'm saying, she can I think Manon has like, when she hurts you, she can flurry you, kind of like she did Tabitha Ricci. But the problem with Manon is she doesn't give herself the opportunities to really land that big shot, because she spends a lot of the time taking pictures. Like I want her to pick up the pace and kind of fill the gaps in with some punches and some, you know what I'm saying, and some strikes, man. And stop letting her opponents download so much data on her by just standing there. You know what I'm saying? She's given her opponents opportunities to come in and attack her because she's standing there. It's really that simple. And throw, like Manon's got a good high kicks, throw those good high kicks, throw that body kick. Don't rely so much on that side kick. You know what I'm saying? Don't rely so much on that. I want to see Manon beat up one of Jazzy's leg, like beat up that leg, kind of like Viviane Araújo did against Montana De La Rosa. Slow that grappler down. Slow him down. You know what I'm saying? Slow them down. And don't let them, be as explosive to take you down or take that explosion away, because that's one thing that Viviane Araújo did. She took that explosion away from Montana De La Rosa by tearing up that front leg. You know what I'm saying? She tore that front leg up the entire fight. First 2 rounds, it was just boom, smashing the leg, slowed that explosive grappler down. So that's a tactic that I think Manon could use in this fight with Jasmine JASUDAVICIUS. Now, when you go to Jasmine JASUDAVICIUS, Jasmine has to realize that she is just as big as Manon. You know what I'm saying? Don't be intimidated by the size, because girls are intimidated by her size. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jasmine is bringing that big girl energy too, but I need her to fight like she's bringing that big girl. Don't let Manon bully her in here, and don't be afraid to throw those strikes. Like, I want to see Jazzy, but I want to see Jasmine throw those strikes to get to that clinch. I really don't want to see Jasmine trying to box with Manon. You know what I'm saying? At least not early on. Like, I want to see Jasmine stuck to Manon like glue. Like, grab Manon up, put her against the cage, and work for those takedowns. Jasmine has really good takedowns from the clinch. She will dig those underhooks and put that forehead to your chin, like up under your neck. Like, that's where I see Jasmine excelling in this fight. You know what I'm saying? Because as the, second round, and 2 rounds are doing that, and the third round, Manon is hers. That's how I'm seeing. That's that's when I'm thinking of how Jazzy could win this fight. That's what I'm thinking. Like, stick to Manon, take her down, and put that ground and pound on Manon. Like, if you can't get her down, hold her against the cage, wear her down, and then maybe in the third round, let them hands go. Let those hands go in the third round, because Jazzy, she's been to Thailand. She's made the pilgrimage to Mecca. You know what I'm saying? She has worked on that. You know what I'm saying? She has improved on that in that aspect of her game. But in this fight right here, that's not the strategy for Jazzy. You know what I'm saying? Jazzy's strategy to me should be knees to the body, you know what I'm saying, with those underhooks, you know what I'm saying, press Manon to the cage, stand Manon up tall to the cage, you know what I'm saying, and just wear on Manon and try to take her down, ride her back, you know what I'm saying, up against that cage work that ground and pound up against the cage, you know what I'm saying, like, that's the type of style that, to me, that's the type of strategy that Jazzy should employ here. I think Jazzy should push the pace as far, you know what I'm saying, as the clinch work, and then in the third round, when Manon's kind of slowed down a little bit, because we all know Manon can slow down, you know what I'm saying, when Manon's kind of slowed down a little bit, then Jazzy can let those hands go, you know what I'm saying, and possibly hurt Manon on the feet. And maybe even get Manon out of there. I don't even know. You know what I'm saying? But Manon is going to be in there too. Manon's going to be there in that third round. You know what I'm saying? So, the hands should look interesting in this fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, how the hands play out, how the striking plays out in this fight. It should be very, very interesting. But overall assessment of this fight, I think they both should be, aware that, hey, we're 2 of the biggest girls in this division. Let's fight like that. Like, somebody needs to make a statement in this fight. Somebody needs to make a statement in this fight. And Manon needs to make a statement coming off that Valentina Shevchenko fight. And Jazzy, who's just busting through the division, like, this is her coming out party. She's got to make that assessment. I mean, she's got to make that statement, like, this is my time. But this is not an easy fight. Like, this is not an easy fight for Jazzy. And I don't think it's an easy fight for Manon, because if Jazzy wears on Manon, like, and it slows Manon down, that could be a problem. That could be a big problem. If Jazzy puts that weight on Manon, that could be a huge problem. But I just want to give my keys to victory, just a quick video saying, like, hey, I think this fighter should do this to win. But this fight is coming up. This fight is about to happen. So y'all just let me know what you think. I want to go back and forth in these comments and let and talk about what we think. But yeah, man, I think if Manon can keep Jazzy off of her, I think that's a clear path to victory for Manon. Establish that range, land those big shots, keep Jazzy off. But if Jazzy can get to Manon, and press Manon against that cage, I think that's a clear-cut victory for Jasmine. So y'all let me know what you think. This is your boy BJ, back from No Filter MMA. Drop those comments in the comment section. Hit that like, hit that dislike, and if you guys haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Your boy is out. Don't forget, guys, the mashup is tonight, and I'm out.